Hi, I'm Adam Muto.
Dick. That's
Ken
Ken Osborne.
I'm Ken Osborne. Sorry.
Yes. Well, now I don't know what to say.
sorry.
You've introduced us both.
And this is Adam Muto.
Hey.
How are you guys doing, and how are you enjoying this year's Comic-Con?
I'm doing great. Yeah, we haven't seen a ton of it yet, but it's been pretty good so far.
We just got a tour of San Diego. We went like 30 feet. Well, it could have been 30 feet, but then the traffic was directing us. We got a nice little tour of the whole city.
Traffic is crazy right now with
Yeah.
everybody and the revelers and cosplayers and everything. So did you guys get a chance to see any of the cosplayers dressed up for Adventure Time when you guys were walking in?
Oh, no, not yet.
They brought us through the bowels of it was like the Goodfellas scene. Like we were going by all the,
But there were a
food
bunch
and
at the screening last night, and yeah, there's a ton of really nice ones.
What was your favorite?
I think last night it might have been Magic Man. There was a guy who was dressed
was
as
there?
Magic Man. Yeah,
Really?
he had the shredded shirt and everything.
Oh, man.
So what was yours?
I was not there. I had to do something else. I know.
Oh my gosh. no.
Yes. I wish I could blame it on something cool, but
So what's going on for the upcoming final episodes of this season that you can sort of give us a clue on?
We're about halfway through the season, so there's still a lot to go. We've got some backstory stuff that'll come up, and like a bigger arc that starts halfway through, but the first episode of that hasn't really aired yet, so I don't know. I don't want to tease too much.
yeah, we're not allowed to talk about it.
like
but
specific stuff.
But we can say that it's stuff that we've been hinting at a little
Yeah.
bit over the season, so it's finally going to start coming together and paying off. Yeah.
And a couple of origin stories, which we try to really parse out over the season. So
Yeah, so we got to meet the dad, and the dad was not as nice as I thought he'd be. Why did you guys decide to make him not a hero, make him kind of like a schmuck?
That's a good question. I think we had a lot of conversations about, Joshua and Margaret and how what their relation to Finn. And I think when we were talking about Finn's real dad, we were talking about, well, who's he going to be and how come he wasn't around? And everyone else on the show has daddy issues, so we thought we'd give.
don't say that.
Jake is a daddy issue. He's kind of like an abandoned dad.
Well, it's hard when your kids grow up faster than you, and you're sort of like, because usually a dad gets a couple of years to fall in love with his kids.
Yeah, so he is kind of like a less hands-on dad, but it's sort of not his fault. So we put him in the situation where he wanted to be a dad, but he had like this really small window to execute it. And now his kids give him crap. So it's not a totally fair relationship that we've set up, but it's fun.
But he is, he does live with a 16-year-old boy, so he's kind of not the most mature guy in
He's a child at heart.
Yeah.
I loved the episode that was on a couple of weeks ago where where his son buys the house and tries to make him be more mature, and at first it seemed like he was punishing his dad. Who came up with that? And I have to say it was really just such a fun insight into how the kids think.
That was a story that Steve Wolfhard, he was one of the storyboard artists on the show, he had kind of been gestating that idea for a long time because he loves the pups. He's like got a very personal stake in all the pups.
Yeah, he and Tom Herpick boarded the first Jake the Dad episode, and he designed the pups and named them, and yeah.
And it was just because he figured that if Jake wasn't as part of these kids' lives as most dads, they would all have some sort of issue that would come back, and so we've kind of been paying that off over different episodes. Like Jake the Jr. was kind of a criminal, and that was sort of tied into Jake's past. Anyways.
One more question.
Yeah.
What do you think? Will you be doing a couple years ago, you guys had a kid write and create a character. Will you do that again, and will it be like a contest where anyone might have the opportunity to create a character? Remember it was Mia.
Yeah.
Me-Mow.
No,
Well, we remember.
I'm trying to think if we'll ever do it again.
I mean, it was kind of a fluke. It was in a pile of things, and Penn saw it. Penn saw it and liked it.
I think a lot of us saw it and liked it. And
Yeah.
that's like the number one thing we're not supposed to do is take fan ideas and turn them into episodes.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is a really good one, though. We should do this one.
And I would feel bad that it's given everybody hope that they can send, because we're constantly getting, here's my character, put him in. Everyone's like not even asking. They're just like, please have it in by next year, because I'm talking with other studios, these kids they're very demanding.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
But there's no way to know. Maybe if the right drawing comes along, we will break that rule again.
Well, I hope you do, and I hope you bring Me-Mow back, because I love that character.
I'm trying to bring, yeah,
It's cool.
we're trying.
Try harder.
Okay. Yes.
I'm a demanding child at heart. Try harder.
Okay.
Thank you so much for talking with me. I can't wait for next week's episode of Adventure Time, because I'm here at Comic-Con, so I taped it.
Oh, great.
And I will be talking to you guys next year.
Yay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, last night's was a good one.
Don't tell me.
Ice King episode.
Oh, I love Ice King.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Ice King, though. But not the princesses as much.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Thanks.
Oops, excuse me. Bye.